Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Super Snow, and I read something that recently that just, it made me sick. I was watching a video from Failed to Listen. This is where I got the original story from, and basically the whole gist of this, and I want you to go read it yourself so you can actually fully understand this before you watch the video. Pause the video, go read it. Basically, a woman was playing Overwatch with her buddy, and she was kind of new to it, I guess. She was playing Genji or something, and she's like, hey guys, how do I do this, or something like that, making it obvious she's new to the game. And these randoms that they were playing with, I don't know if it was on the enemy team, I'm pretty sure it was on the actual team that they were on. They were like, oh god, is that a girl? Show us your tits, shut the fuck up, you fat cunt, you must be a fucking bull dyke if you played video games. Just your average dumbass comments to a woman. Now let me throw this out there, guys, and this whole video just segues into what I'm about to talk about. If you're over the age of, I'd say, 16, and you're playing a video game, and you say things like, you must be a fucking bull dyke to play video games. Oh, and let's not forget, the dude who was playing with her stood up for her, and you can clearly tell because the comments are in purple, that one of their friends on there said, go kill yourself, you fucking faggot ass retard autistic piece of trash. Jesus Christ. Now, a lot of people are going to say, it's just the internet, get over it, grow a bigger spine, and blah 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 blah, you just need to deal with it. Well, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm usually a realist about this kind of stuff where I can agree that, yeah, it is the internet, this is the kind of thing that you're going to see all over the place. I've had people tell me to go kill myself and so on and so forth. And let's not forget, the poor girl was reduced to tears, okay? So maybe she's kind of new to the internet and doesn't understand, how all this stuff works. But my point being is, okay, this idea that, oh, well, it's just the internet, you need to deal with it, is fucking bullshit. You mean to tell me that society these days has gone down the shitter so far that we're actually willing to sit here and let people tell us to go kill ourselves, and we think it's just okay? Uh-oh, just another day on the internet. That just proves to me that something is severely wrong with society these days, okay? And if you're a grown-ass adult, I don't care if you're a man or a woman or whatever the fuck these other people want to call themselves. I don't care. If you're a grown motherfucker, okay, and you sit on a video game and tell somebody to genuinely kill themselves and call them a faggot and call them the N-word or any other word that would be, that would be upsetting to some people, you need to grow the fuck up, okay? I can understand if it's a teenager, because your average teenager these days is like a motherfucking Terminator. It has no remorse, it has no pity, it doesn't care, it's gonna say whatever the fuck it wants, and it wants you to genuinely die, and would really laugh at you if you died. But even if it wasn't a teenager, which actually would make it much worse, I'm gonna go ahead and lean more towards this just being a rotten ass teenager being raised by a single mother, okay? I don't know where all this started, okay? I think the Call of Duty generation that's being, raised by single mothers is really to blame for this. I mean, don't get me wrong, people have been assholes before, but I've seen a huge surge. I think about around the time that League of Legends came out, really showed me things are pretty bad. I mean, again, when you can't even play a casual game of Overwatch without being called a faggot, and let's not forget, the dude who defended her was the one who was called a faggot and told to kill himself by somebody who was on his friends list. This is just pathetic, man. It really is pathetic. And the fact that we, as people of the internet, will sit here and say, oh, it's just the internet, get over it, just shows that there's something fucking mentally wrong with everyone today. Okay, the fact that you can sit here and look at this and say, oh, well, that's okay, I'm just going to have to deal with it. There's something wrong with you, okay? You can't sit there and look at this and say, yeah, this is acceptable. Man, gonna go cry on Overwatch? What kind of a piece of shit are you to even agree with that? Okay? I mean, I get it. It's it's being anonymous on the internet. You think you can say anything you want and get away with it. But let me tell you something, man, and this is 100% truth. No grown-ass adult or no teenager that actually has a real life would ever sit on the internet and do this. You want to know why? Because if you think you're big and bad on the internet, you be out there proving it, Most dudes who are actually genuinely big and bad aren't sitting on a video game talking shit. They're out at a bar somewhere getting into a fucking bar fight. So this just proves to me that 9 times out of 10, when someone on the internet is talking shit, talking big, and talking bad, that means they can't do it in the real world, because they, again, if you were that big and bad, you'd be out there causing trouble, getting in the fights, getting in the bar fights, so on and so forth. So you sit your fat ass on the internet, you type on the keyboard, you know, all the little insults and memes and all this other dumb shit because you're such a fucking loser that you have nothing better to do than to sit on a fucking video game and talk shit. And that's the reality of what these people are doing. And this just is another example of the same people doing this shit. And you know what? It's fucking pathetic. If you genuinely sit there and think this is okay to do, then you're just as pathetic as them. You don't have to be one of the people doing it, but if you genuinely agree with it, you're just as pathetic as them, in my opinion. This is fucking disgusting. I don't even care that it's a woman right now. It's the fact that we as a society will sit there and just allow it to happen. Nobody says anything. Again, the dude reported the guy, but nothing's going to happen. Nobody, these gaming companies don't do anything about these guys. But if you leave a competitive match, oh, suddenly you're the one who's in trouble, right? Oh, this backwards ass mentality, man. It's fucking pathetic. Anyways, though, guys, this is Super Snow. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.